Guys, it's Convict Hollywood Studios here, and today we're going to be doing another coaster review. This time I'll be reviewing Millennium Force, the awesome Intamin Giga coaster at Cedar Point. So starting off with some of the statistics for the ride, it measures 310 feet in height with a drop of 300 feet at an 80-degree angle, a maximum speed of 93 miles an hour, and 6,595 feet of track. So this ride is long, it is tall, and it is fast, and it also has a very steep drop. So, getting into some of the theming, it doesn't exactly have theming. It's kind of themed to itself, which is honestly kind of ironic. But yeah, the theming is definitely nothing that's supposed to be thought of when it comes to this ride. It's more the height, the speed, the setting, all the awesomeness of this ride. And yes, I'm one of those people. I don't necessarily think it's the best coaster in the world, but I don't think it's overrated or anything like that. I think it's a great ride. Definitely the third best coaster at Cedar Point behind Maverick and Steel Vengeance, but definitely above Top Thrill Dragster. It is a great ride. So, moving on to the ride experience, you'll start off with this massive cable lift hill, and it moves you up there pretty quick. But it is just, you get such a good view of the park and Lake Erie. It's just fantastic. It's breathtaking. So after that, you'll plunge down this amazing 80-degree, 300-foot drop. And I must say, the floater airtime on this hill, and even some ejector, is fantastic. Like, that surprised me big time. I did not expect that much airtime on this coaster's drop going in. And, well, I was surprised. So that's when you're going to hit your max speed at 93 miles an hour, running right alongside the road that goes around the whole peninsula. And then you'll rise into the first of many overbank turns. I personally thought this was pretty intense. I didn't gray out, but I came pretty close to. And I definitely think the name Millennium Forceless does not apply at all. This ride is pretty forceful. Some of the overbank turns do get a little repetitive, but when you think about it, what else would they have done other than airtime hills? So they had, it makes sense that they did overbank turns, but I think this one is really, really good. It's huge, it's forceful, and it's scenic. After that, you're going to fly through another left, low-to-the-ground bank turn, and through a tunnel, and then you're going to rise into the first big floater airtime hill. You get some fantastic floater airtime on this hill, especially because I was able to keep my lap bar kind of loose. I didn't get stapled at all. Props to the Millennium Force crew. They are super nice. They let you keep it a little up for comfort, they don't staple you in there, and it is just awesome. That floater hill, you are way up out of your seat, just floating. I like to put my hands straight out, and it's just such a cool experience. And going down, there's actually a bit of an illusion where it looks like you're going to bank left into a left overbank turn, but then you actually dive to the right and go onto the island where Forbidden Frontier and Dinosaurs Alive is. Well, Dinosaurs Alive used to be. And you go through this more circular overbank turn. I definitely think it has the least forces of all the overbank turns on this ride, but it's still a really good element. And of course, you see the water, you see all the trees, you see the park itself. It's so cool. Then after that, you're going to fly over, and then you do a straight track, and you go through another overbank turn. This one's very good, very forceful. And then after that, you're going to do a little curve into the second floater airtime hill. This one is just as good, if not better, than the first one, because you're lower to the ground and you have a lot of speed going into it. And that floater airtime is just fantastic. After that, you're going to fly through a tunnel to the left, and you're going to rise into a ejector pop. I didn't really get ejector, I got flowjector, but it was still a really cool element. Then you fly past the queue and up into the final overbank turn and into the break room. So this ride is very long, and it is fantastic. A night ride on this is truly breathtaking. You see all the fantastic lighting on Frontier Trail and Frontier Town and just throughout the whole Cedar Point Park. It is breathtaking. Flying through the wilderness at night like that, it's just amazing. This ride is fantastic. It's not my favorite, but the experience you get on it is just so good. I know a lot of people do say this has a rattle. Not in the front row, but every other row you can definitely feel it. Although I don't really think it takes away from the ride, it more adds to it. because it feels like you're going on a crazy adventure. It doesn't feel like a coaster. It feels like an adventure. It is really, really cool. I definitely recommend back row at night, and even front row at night too. Both rows are fantastic. I think back is a little better for airtime, but front is better for that speed and the experience and the forces. It's just great. Overall, I really, really like this ride, but I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10, just because I do think it lacks the originality and layout that other coasters have, but this coaster is still fantastic. I really, really like this ride. A night ride is definitely the way to go. And let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of it. Do you love it? Do you think it's alright? Let me know. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.